Hello, people. This is Warren from the Rhapsody Piano Studio. I want to thank you for checking out this live stream today. We're going to be learning Witchcraft. So from the Frank Sinatra, greatest hits book, and I'm going to see if I can find like some other single sheet music versions of it. And if I find that, you'll only find a link to the entire book or this song in particular, and that's going to be in the cards after the live stream is over, and video description as well. Now, I want to make sure if you guys are not just only watching these lessons and doing it just for fun, although piano is fun, I love it. There's nothing else I would rather be doing in the world, right? But I would like, to me as a teacher, what really floats my boat is if you're able to take all the stuff you're learning in these lessons and apply them in the piano tutorials that I have, and you can find links to that in the video description and the cards as well. So if you understand what I'm telling you here, you should be able to use those piano tutorials. All right. It's kind of surprising to me when I have people it's like it's not helping at all whatsoever. Like I have students 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and the stuff that they learned at the lesson, they're actually able to use it on their own. So I'm not trying to I don't want to say that. All right, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna be nice today. So we're gonna start. This is Witchcraft. So once again, make sure you learn all the stuff that you're learning in these videos and apply it in those tutorials. Okay, become your own teacher. Don't just wait for instructions all the time. All right, this is Witchcraft, and I'm gonna show you how to practice it. Let's start from the beginning. Let's do that again. So we stopped at, and I've got no defense. And I have to give you the words because there are no measure numbers in here. It kind of always irritates me whenever arrangers decide to do that. But anyway, that's the first section. We're going to go back and just do one hand at a time. All right, and we're just going to try it together. All right, ready, go. Back to the left hand. I don't think it's actually you're gonna need to really count this in particular. You just have to get used to moving to the different positions. I think maybe here. There's like one measure before where I ended. That's probably the only place you really need to practice it with the rhythm. Right? Okay, so from the beginning, let's go from here. And then here you can be in time. Now, if you really want to be efficient at it, I would practice, you can turn this into an exercise. Practice getting to each position as fast as possible, okay? Right? Easier said than done, I know, but it's a really good exercise. Alright, and I point this out because it's you want to save time whenever possible, and this is much more efficient than actually doing it the way it's written. Alright, now we're just going to go back and try both hands together. Okay, now at the same time, ready, go. Now, I'm going to say a quick word about this before we continue on. Repetitions is actually up to you. You can try it however many times you want. There's no really fixed number or amount, and you do not have to worry about doing it like 5 times in a row perfectly. I used to teach this way, and the way I teach now is actually not necessary. So what's more powerful is this concept of spaced repetition. So you can try it once now. Like let's say instead of doing it 5 times in a row, let's say you spaced it out, like you did 5 times, but you did it within 30 minutes, okay? That's much more efficient. Plus, the other benefit of this is that when you space it out, when you wait to do it again, you could be practicing something else at the same time, all right? It works. Look it up online. It's called spaced repetition. It's really life-saving and time-saving technique that really works well, okay? All right, so we're gonna keep going, and this is from the bottom of the page, and I've got no defense for it. Stopping on which. Here's the right hand. By the way, if you notice, I am playing first before we try it at the same time. You need to include, if you're not used to this, and depending on where you're at, especially if you are in the beginning stages and easy piano and whatnot, you really have to take equal times observing. So that's why I tell my students when they're practicing, watch the videos all the time, my tutorials, okay? So you have to be able to observe. Like the more you observe, the more efficient your practice will be, okay? Here's your right hand. Let's do that again. Alright, let's try it together, and I've got no defense for it. Ready, go. Alright, back to left hand. And remember, we have a lot of whole notes here, so to skip all that, get used to the different positions like I was talking about on the first page. It's just descending thirds, pretty much. Give or take, okay? So this is the first part of this section. So those are different thirds that you want to really practice. Now, you take it from do. It's basically it's C major, a perfect fifth, and here we have a seventh. Don't worry if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's more for you people out there who have more advanced harmonic concepts, right? That's really all you need to practice besides the different thirds. So let's try that last part. Do. So that together, ready, go. Another reason I'm not counting this as well is because I know when I put both hands together, the rhythm is going to be there anyway. And it's actually easier to count because you don't have to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because what is the point of that? The right hand is taking over the melody. I mean, it's the melody and the rhythm anyway. So take that for what it's worth. All right. Witchcraft. Now I'm going to give you the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures. However, this is not where this next section ends. And I kind of forgot to mention we're doing small sections at a time if you haven't noticed by now. We call this process small chunking, okay? So I'm going to give you the next part. However, it continues. And the reason why I'm not continuing is because I just don't want to keep flipping pages back and forth, ruining the flow of this live stream, okay? So Witchcraft. Here's the right hand. Witchcraft. Witchcraft. Alright, we'll try it together. Witchcraft. You can even take it from cause it's considered at the pickup, right? Cause it's witchcraft. Let's do that. Ready, go. Cause it's witchcraft. Alright, now back to left hand. We'll take it from that pickup. Bass line is moving a bit here more. What's cool about that, I mean, it's a bit advanced, but might as well throw it out there. That's one way to create more movement, even though the tempo is actually still the same. Okay, Let's try it together. Ready, go. Alright, back to both hands. You can even take it from that B flat if you want in the left hand. It's kind of weird. Let's just take it from cousins actually. Try that together, cause it's witchcraft. Ready, go. I forgot the left hand there. Ready, go. Oh gosh, ready, go. Alright, so we have like 2 sections here, considering the beginning as well. We're going back to the first page. We're gonna put it all together, okay? However, if you are at home, continue on to the next page so you can finish this next section. And although I know it's strictly taboo and you want to stop where it says when you arouse, okay? So if you're at home practicing this on your own and live stream's over, go ahead and go all the way up to there. All right, we're gonna go back and I'm gonna give you the first 2 pages here. Right hand. Let's try it together. Those fingers in my hair. Ready, go. Alright, now we're going to go back. We're going to try left hand and we're going to actually count the entire rhythm here, okay? First 2 pages, left hand, ready, go. Okay, so actually with the left hand, I also have a bonus challenge for all you people who are singers out there. And a really good way to figure out if you are really, your skills are getting better. You can try the left hand by itself and then sing the melody at the same time. And I will not expose you to that. So let's try both hands now from the beginning. First 2 pages. Ready, go. To the next portion, and we have 2 pages left. It's officially about halfway through with this song. So if you've been enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Okay, I don't know what you're waiting for. And also make sure you hit that notification bell, the reminders, whatever that icon is, if you want to catch whenever I go live. And for your information, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10:50 a.m. Pacific time. I'm out here in California, okay? And last but not least, if you have enjoyed this video so far, and if you're learning something from it, press the like button. Also share it with your friends and family and everyone you know. All right, here we go. Next part is strictly taboo. Let's use a 4 on that. So that's where that section goes. So I might as well just give you that part first before we continue on. And what I'm talking about was the previous page. Okay, but it's just the right hand. I guess we don't really need to do hands separate here. Let me just show you the left hand. Just quickly do both hands together. Okay, do it together. Ready, go. Alright, continuing on. Alright, back to right hand. When you arouse the need in me, right hand. Forgot the B flat there. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you shouldn't solely only be watching this video, okay? You should also be following along with the sheet music. If you do not have the sheet music, you are really doing yourself a disservice, okay? It's like if you don't have the ability to read a book and you only have to depend on audiobooks, okay? What if there's no audiobook for it, alright? So definitely get the sheet music, and also you can be watching this video and following along with the music at the same time. Alright, right hand, when you arouse the need in me. Let's do it together. Ready, go. Alright, left hand. So actually that first part, I don't know if you noticed the pattern. Just notice staying the same on the bottom, and we're just going up and down. Okay, so practice that first. Now, yes indeed. Okay, so let's try from yes indeed. Ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Together. Ready, go. Okay, continue on. And that's the repeat, okay? I'm gonna go back later and show you how this entire last section sounds with the ending, the second part, okay? The second ending, instead of doing that repeat and going back to the beginning, all right? Now if you notice from here, it's such an ancient pitch. It's exactly the same as the beginning, the melody, except for a nicer witch than you. So that's a neat little hack too. Skip parts that are repetitive. And then we're gonna just take it from the parts that are not. So nicer witch than you, just try from there. Back to the beginning. Here's just the right hand. Okay, ready, go. Now if we look at left hand here, it's just in a nutshell, okay? Okay, try that together. Ready, go. Now if you want to go back and try from it's such an ancient pitch, let's just do both hands. Ready, go. Alright, now I'm going to show you the ending, and then we're going to go back and put this entire last 2 pages. I'll give you right hand, left hand, hands together, and we're going to skip that repeat for those of you who want to practice this section all the way to the end. All right. I love this harmony here. All these harmonies. All right, we have I like these 6 chords. So cool. Anyway, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, right hand. Try it together. Ready, go. If you're curious of why these sound interesting, this is what do you call an interval of a fourth. It's much different than a 5. The way it kind of throws you off is because usually when you end a piece, it goes from the 5th harmony. Like if we take it here, I'll give you a little quick harmonic tutorial, I guess, just off the top of my head. So we're in an F major, going from a 5 to an F major, right? So it's just let me see here. Right, so 5. Well, many different ways to do it, like 5, whatever, okay? So it's interesting when they put a 6th in there, like, that sounds like a, never mind, I'm gonna try it this way. Usually you're gonna end on a 5. Okay, so this, it's got that little tension there, okay? So 4ths usually have much more tension than a 5th, okay? Anyway. Sorry to those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about. All right, let's do both hands. Okay, together, ready, go. Alright, I'm gonna go back one page, take it from It's Strictly Taboo. I'll play it once with that last part, both hands, then we're gonna go back to right hand, left hand, hands together, wrap it up for this lesson. I'll give you a quick recap, stick around for that. So just a reminder of like how to practice this stuff and the stuff we worked on today. Try right hand. Do it with me together. Ready, go. You guys did all right with that? All right with that? Okay. Let's do the left hand here. Ready, go. Actually, you might want to go back one page to see if that's the correct finger numbers. Yes. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. That there. It's so much fun. I love Sinatra. By the way, I love Sinatra. Just need to tell you guys that. All right, both hands. Here we go. Ready, go. Okay, if you're still watching, thank you for sticking to the end. We'll give you a quick little recap here. If you go back to the beginning, by the way, when I give you these sections, it's like you don't always have to start in the same order. The reason why you want to do the small chunking is because some parts are going to be more difficult than the others. So it's a way for you to practice efficiently. So, if you notice, like, and I'll go back and actually get a pencil notepad, or even write on a score. If it's an electronic copy, just have a piece of paper on the side, and write out all these different sections that you're working on, because it's going to save you a lot of time. What's the point in practicing a section if it's already super easy, right? All right, now if we go back to the beginning, the concepts we worked on were small chunking, doing small sections at a time, and then connecting that into bigger parts, doing different combinations, right hand, left hand, hands together. Sometimes it's not necessarily, especially on the left hand, you have a lot of whole notes. You don't have to count those all the way, right? You don't really have to practice rhythm if you don't want to with those whole notes. So you really want to hold this by itself for 7 beats. If you just do both hands later, that's going to take care of the rhythm. What else? All right, the idea of spaced repetition. So instead of doing it 3 times at once consecutively, it's much better to space it out. Another tip I want to give you onto that is when it gets easier, you can actually wait longer in between to try it again. And if it's, of course, more difficult, you don't want to wait too long. Otherwise, you'll completely forget. All right? Yeah. And then believe me, you get to the point where if you get this far and if you want to try it out with a song, you could technically practice it once a week, maybe even just playing it once through, and it will still stay in your fingers, okay? You space it out, and then it frees up a lot of time for you to be constantly working on other music. The only downsides to this, the disadvantage, is that you don't make a lot of progress in the short term. This is very long-term type of practice, okay? So if you have a gig coming up or something like that, or if you're playing this and fairly soon, then you want to disregard this whole spaced repetition thing. But then understand that's only short-term fix. Got it? Because after that performance is over, after that gig is over, you'll find that if you kind of take some time off, it's really not going to. It's almost like starting over. Okay? So the long term. This is why I'm teaching you. It takes a long time. You got to be patient, but these effects are more permanent. Okay? I think that's about it. And don't forget to keep watching those videos that I have, piano tutorials. You have to listen to them. Observation, listening, and watching is just as important as just practice on the piano. You want to think of practice on the piano as exercise, and you want to think of all the listening to the music and watching the videos as diet. Okay, and in my opinion, and usually all fitness people give the same advice. The health aspect of it, the diet, what you eat, is definitely more important than how much you exercise. Okay, all right. I think that's about it. All right, and just the last reminder, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, like this video. That's about it. I hope to see you guys around sometime. Would definitely appreciate some feedback about this. If you have any questions, and if I could do anything to make these videos better for you guys, let me know in the comment section below. All right, thank you guys very much. I will see you guys next time. Peace out, and happy practicing.